Hello again and welcome to Tips with Andrew. I am Andrew Sapiano. Thank you so much for joining me on this happy Thursday. Oh, we are almost there. We have almost made it to the end of the week. I hope you guys are having an awesome week so far. I hope you're rocking it out and you're ready for the weekend. I know I am. We have beautiful weather upon us and what a great time to be alive right now. A couple quick updates before we get started. This month only. I don't know if it's this month only, but it's this month. doTERRA has a giveaway for new enrollees. It's extra free stuff that doTERRA is giving away. If you're interested in adding to your oil collection or starting your oil collection, and you want to get some free stuff and some cool goodies, now's your time to get started, and I really wouldn't wait too much longer. Definitely drop me a comment, send me a message, and we'll get you rocking and rolling. Second one, I am in the finishing touches of a weight loss course for beginners that I am putting together. It's going to be an online course. If you or somebody you know of is interested, definitely drop me a comment, send me a message. We'll get you rocking and rolling. Some early bird access. There's tons of cool stuff that comes along with that. Let's get right into it. Today, what I wanted to talk about, yesterday actually, was World Health Day. And so this is a day that the actually World Health Organization, the WHO, has put together as a day sort of to raise awareness on health issues that are brought up in our daily lives. And yeah, so today what I wanted to talk a little bit about actually was some habits that you can incorporate to sort of improve your overall wellness. A few habits that you should think of incorporating. I'm not telling you what to do, but I would highly suggest you look at and trying to incorporate one or two or all of these if you could, just to improve your overall wellness. Right, give your body, your mind, your spirit a fighting chance to perform at an optimal level. So let's get right into it. Tip number 1 is to drink more water. I will follow my advice. Water is one of those things that we need on a daily basis, a lot of. What are we looking at when you're looking at how much water you should quote unquote drink? A lot of times you hear roughly 6 to 8-ounce glasses of water per day. Now, one of the things that I read is that you should actually be looking more into half your body weight in ounces per day of water. Now, the reason I saw that was because us as humans are actually about 60% water. So that means that we need water more than anything on a daily basis. And while we can get our water consumption from foods, right? Watermelon, celery, cucumbers, stuff like that. Most of our water intake, right, comes from the fluids that we drink. And that's what it is. Whereas the saying normally is we are what we eat. It should more, correctly, I guess, if you will, we are what we drink. So that's why we need to really be, conscious, considerate about what we're drinking. I love looking at a can of pop because one of those little 355 milliliter cans, there's about 160, I think it was, maybe 200 calories, but there's like 40 or 30% of your daily sugar intake in one of those little cans. And you're not actually going to be very full off of this can of Coke, or the can of pop. And then you add that, like you add a bag of chips onto that, and you're talking roughly 400 or 500 calories and like 12, 13 grams of fat right away and in this little snack that you're eating, right? So that's where, you really have to be conscious of what you're drinking, and water is going to be huge in terms of, detoxification, helping your skin perform well, right? To regenerate your new cells that are better than your old ones. Water helps with if you have any head tension, if you are feeling down in the dumps, helps with your hair, helps with your nails, right? Water will help with anything. And really what you need to do, you need to focus on more than anything, is trying to make your water taste better. For me, I add essential oils in there. Actually, this month only, lime is the free product of the month. I love using lime in my water. Fun fact, I don't actually like limes. I don't really too much care for them. But the lime oil, it comes from the rind of the fruit, I think it's called. And so it can be interchanged with the lime itself, right? And so that's why I actually like that one, sort of a toned down version. I use that in my water almost daily. What I will say about essential oils, when I talk about taking oils internally, I'm talking specifically about a company called doTERRA. I do not know about any other company's oils. I know that doTERRA is safe for internal consumption. So please do not go to your local health store and buy a bottle of lime oil and take it internally. I do not know what's in there. So just side note on that. So roughly 60% water, that's what we are. We need to be focusing on consuming water more than anything else in the day. As much as our food consumption really takes up most of our day, water, what we drink is going to take up a lot of it too, and water is what you really need to be focusing on. That'll help, pretty much every aspect of your life. It's a great habit to incorporate into your overall, or to help your overall wellness. Number 2, move your body. This one is cool this is a great tip because what the National Institute of some scientists, right, they recommend that we get roughly an hour every day movement, right? Because we as people, right, we're not built to just sit in one spot as much as we're not built to move around all the time, right? That's why we need to cut it off. Roughly an hour, right, per day. That's really all we need. The one thing we need to realize more than anything about exercise is you can never outwork a bad diet. So as much as you're trying to exercise, lose weight, look good, feel healthy, toned, all that stuff, you need to really focus on your nutrition. 80% nutrition, 20% exercise, right? I believe that's somewhere in the ratio. That's the word I'm looking for. But move your body. Definitely want to try and get any sort of movement that you can. I suggest joining some sort of league, right? That's the easiest way to have accountability, to be doing something fun, to be around like-minded people, right? That are going to keep pushing you, even on days where you don't really feel like you want to be pushed. What's another way? Just, little things, right? That we need to think about more than anything, because when we're talking about moving our body and exercise and all that stuff, right? A lot of people get deterred from exercise, right? It's a gym membership and we got to go to the gym. Now I got to buy all the equipment and the suits and the shirts and the shoes, and now I got to buy one of those headbands. People with headbands look cool. It seems like a whole thing. And who's got time to add stuff to their daily routine, right? We're busy people. We have lots on the go. That's why I like trying to fit in fitness sort of wherever you can, right? Park a little bit further from the door at the grocery store. Take stairs, for example, when you where you would normally take the elevator. Maybe not the whole way up, but a few flights here and there. Also, one thing to take into consideration, this is one of the things that really got me more than anything, was we sit, if you work at a day job where you sit all day, right, and you're at a computer or whatever, right, so we sit all day at work, roughly take out an hour, right, if you will. I don't even really know, but about an hour for breaks and lunch and all that stuff, right? So we sit mostly all day at work. Then we sit, I guess we start with sitting in our car on the ride to work. Then we sit at work. Then we sit on our ride home from work. Then we come home and we sit on the couch to watch TV, right, till the end of the night. Then we go and lay in bed. So this is where we need to talk about moving our body, getting some sort of movement, some sort of exercise, some sort of thing that's not sitting, right, so that we're not always just sitting and deteriorating at that pace, right? Another great tip for if you do sit all day, right? Leg raises is a huge one. Just when you're sitting there, just, raise your legs. You can even do both at one time. You could do alternating, right? I love doing leg raises, when I'm sitting basically anywhere. And they can be done basically anywhere, right? Sitting on the couch, sitting at your desk, sitting at the table for dinner, right? Sitting anywhere. The only place that I wouldn't suggest doing it is if you're driving, because then you have to take your foot off the pedal, and we don't want to really be doing that. But that's where we're talking about moving our body, right? Maybe when you're on the phone, you're walking around, and then at the end of the day, you have to understand that it's a conscious effort that we need to make, and we need to, be conscious about us, performing at an optimal level, right? Doing the things that we need to do in order to take care of ourselves so that we can live a better, more prosperous life. Number 3, consider supplements. This one is huge because we live very busy on-the-go lifestyles, and we don't always have time to be consuming all of the vitamins and minerals and nutrients that we need on a daily basis. I heard something somewhere that in order to intake all of the vitamins and minerals that we need on a daily basis, we would have to be eating about roughly 14 servings of fruits and vegetables. 14 servings. That's crazy. I don't know about you, but if I was to eat 14 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day, I probably would not be doing a whole lot more than eating. I couldn't even really imagine. I mean, like we talk about, 3 meals, then 3 snacks, and then you basically want to double that. I mean, good luck. So that's where I talk about considering supplements. I actually love using supplements because it's a great way to get more of my of the nutrients that my body needs on a daily basis without actually having to do too much different to my lifestyle, right? My diet, any sort of changes that I'm looking to make. Vitamins, right? We're talking a multivitamin, at the very least a multivitamin. Fish oil, some sort of omega fatty acid, right? Great for heart health, great for your cardiovascular system, bone health. Antioxidants, those are great for helping those free radicals that go along in your body, just helping your organs perform at an optimal level, helping your body to sort of think of your body like a well-oiled machine, right? And the supplements will definitely help them to, any sort of kinks that you get in the armor. Definitely want to consider supplements. Vitamin D supplement is another great one because we don't always get the amount of sun that we need, and we need vitamin D for calcium, bone health, stuff like that. So definitely consider supplements. Give your body a fighting chance. It will thank you in the long run, I promise. So yesterday was World Health Day. Today we are talking about habits to improve overall wellness. Number 1, drink more water. Number 2, move your body. Number 3, consider supplements. Number 4, have a bedtime routine. This one is huge because we need a certain amount of time to sleep, or that we're sleeping every night, right? That's why we talk about roughly 7 to 9 hours. That's like the sweet spot. That's where people talk about 8 hours being like the necessity of sleep. It's just basically because our body needs a certain amount of time every night that it needs to rest and recover and to help you for the next day, right? So that's where if you're not, again, go back to your body's a machine, right? Think about machines, right? If we don't take care of them and maintain them over time, right? Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next month, but over time, eventually that machine is going to break down. And there's going to be problems with it. And you're going to need to call the maintenance guy, right? And you're going to need to do a whole, tune-up, I guess, if you will. And there's going to be a lot of downtime with this machine recovery, right? Think about that the exact same way as your body. If you're constantly not giving it the amount of sleep that it needs, the amount of rest and recovery time that it needs, eventually it's going to catch up to you. You're going to, it leads to stress and overwhelm. irritability, improper bowel movements, right? A whole plethora of things can go wrong when you're not getting the proper amount of sleep. So that's why I talk about a bedtime routine, right? We're winding down at the end of the night. It's very hard for a lot of people to just go to bed, to end your day and just go to bed. That's why we talk about winding down, right? When we were kids, we always had a bedtime routine. Mom always took us through the same routine, right? Every night it was the same thing, tedious, monotonous, but it worked, right? We went to bed, we had relatively a good sleep, and we woke up the next morning. As much as we hated getting out of bed, we eventually did it, and it wasn't too much of a struggle, right? But as we get older, we kind of lose touch with things that made our lives easier when we were younger. So that's where we need to talk about the bedtime routine. Get yourself into like a schedule, right? A wind down, bedtime routine that's going to get you calm and relaxed and ready for bed. For me, I love using essential oils to calm myself down. A hot shower is great for me to sort of relax my, all the tension that I get in my body. Again, I love, I really like a warm glass of water, right? It can be hot water, it can be tea, something like that. I like, the warmness, right? And then, when I get to bed, I'm pretty much out. I don't have too much trouble getting to sleep when I do the things right in order to go to bed, right? When I mix things up and I do a little bit differently, right? My body gets kind of out of sync, out of whack, like what's going on? Are we sure, right? I don't know. Have a bedtime routine and try to follow it every night, even on weekends. Number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, number 5, keep the bedroom for sleeping. This is a great one in terms of your bedtime routine because, it's very easy to go to bed with the cell phone, right? We have TVs in the bedroom now. Netflix, movies is happening in the bedroom. Drinks happen. And a lot of times, a bedroom can become a storage area, right? It becomes your sort of second house. You don't really care too much about it. And that's where we need to change that. We need to keep the bedroom just for sleeping. If you need to, take out the TV. A lot of things that I heard was people leave their cell phone in a different room. Just makes it that much easier to wake up in the morning when you don't have the phone right near you. You need to get up. As much as it's kind of an upsetting and a piss off, right? I can see it helping. Keep the bedroom for sleeping. Again, for us, I love background noise. For me, background noise has to happen. I can't really sleep too much with just like dead silence. I need some sort of background noise. So we've got the fan going, right? I open the window to have some sort of air breeze come in. Another thing that we do is I like a little bit of blankets, but I don't like being too hot. So that's where we have, some blankets that are kind of a little bit less, not a comforter, I guess you would call it. But that's where, for us, right, our bedroom was really bad for a while. We went through a period of time where we had a roommate, right? So that's a lot less space that we have. And our bedroom just kind of became this, it looked like a bomb dropped on it, right? But then what we did, ever since we've moved it into more of a bedroom, right? A resting, relaxing sort of oasis place. I love it. I love going in there. I love sleeping in there. And I find it's just that much easier for me to be in a relaxed state when I go to bed. Number 6, know when you've won. I like this one because people don't really talk about this one, or people don't really focus on this really at all. You got to know when you won, right? If you haven't done any of these, right? You're not drinking water, you're not moving, right? You don't have a bedtime routine. We're just sleeping willy-nilly wherever we want. And you do one of those, right? You have a little bit of vegetables, you drink some water, right? You go to sleep a little bit earlier. That's a win. That's a pat on the back right there. That's knowing when you've won. And when you've won, you need to reward yourself. You need to celebrate it. You need to celebrate the little victories because us as people, right? Everything that we do in life for the most part, is for a reward. So if we're doing well in our health and wellness goals and we're making it happen and we're meeting what we're setting out to do, that's a win. That's a pat on the back. That's a congratulations. You did awesome. Keep it up, right? So I love this one because, like I said, it doesn't really get talked about enough. And that's, people are so quick to judge themselves. They're so quick to be down on themselves. We are our worst critic. And we need to be our biggest cheerleader, right? As much as we can be our biggest cheerleader, we tend to criticize ourselves way more than we tend to uplift ourselves. And that's why we need to give ourselves more of a rewarding tone, and we need to really know when we've won. DJ Yannix, what's happening? No problem at all. My washing machine broke and I fell over the cat. Wow, that sounds terrible. Don't even worry at all. What? Have you been eating your broccoli? Yes, I have been eating my broccoli. Yes, Tina and I are very safe and very well. Thank you so much. I hope you guys in the UK are doing well also. I heard you guys are having a tough time with it out there. All of our thoughts and prayers are going out to you guys, and we hope that you guys are turning a corner for the better. What color are my socks? Are gray. I can't lift my leg that. Ugh. I have gray socks on. I like gray actually because I work in a factory, so my feet tend to get really sweaty. And when I wear black socks, or when I wear white socks, they turn real black. And when I wear black socks, all of the blackness just comes off on my feet and looks disgusting everywhere. So that's why I wear gray socks. My last tip more than anything is essential oils. I've referenced them a few times throughout this, and I love using them for every single thing in my life. A few oils that I have some blends here that are very helpful for, regular everyday life. And a blend of oils like Serenity is the restful blend from doTERRA, and that's the one that I use in the diffuser almost every night. I love putting a drop of that on my pillow, and it's great for creating a relaxing environment, calming the nerves, right? Promoting relaxation, a relaxing environment. I love using Serenity for anytime that my emotions are really running high. Another blend that I have here is Zendocrene. Zendocrene is actually the detoxification blend, and I chose this one because our gut, there's actually a bunch of neurons in our gut that actually make it something like a second brain. So there is actually the same amount of activity going on in your brain as in your gut. So that's why I talk about Zendocrene, the detoxification blend, to help sort of promote gut health. Ease your digestive system, help it to promote a healthy digestion, right? You are very color coordinated. Take care, my friend. Thank you so much, DJ Yannix, for taking time out of your busy schedule. I very much hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us. So definitely, the detoxification blend is great for, a cleanse, a detox, promoting gut health. I love using that one as a once in a while cleanse and detox. That's all I got for you for today. I really hope you enjoyed this. I know I had some fun making it. Feel free to share this with your friends, a family member, perhaps somebody from your team that you feel needs to hear this. If you'd like to learn more about essential oils or how to get your hands on some of this cool stuff I'm talking about, or if you would like a free sample of oils, definitely drop me a comment, send me a message. We'll get you rocking and rolling for sure. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Thursday and an even better rest of your week. I look very forward to talking to you again. I love you guys. Bye for now.